This video is for the guys that have been in the hobby long enough and they really enjoy it and they want to get more out of it. They're really thinking about starting up a business and maybe just poking around with the idea of selling cards and thinking maybe that they could figure things out and maybe turn their passion into something that really brings them a lot of joy, because it brings me a lot of joy. I'm talking about starting a trading card business. Now, this is a major grind. I will put that out there first and foremost. It is not for everyone. I enjoy it very, very much. The reason why I decided to do this is because I wasn't passionate about the work I was doing in my job from day to day. And the only thing that really brought me joy was trading cards. And I decided, well, outside of my family, I will definitely say that my family comes first, but outside of that, it's been cards for years, and I wanted to turn my passion into something that could make me money, so that I could enjoy what I'm doing while I'm doing it. And I started taking that really seriously last year, and I really want to make this a full-time gig, and it's going to take a lot of time and a lot of hard work to get there. But if you want a little bit of a head start, I'm going to give you some tips on where I would go and what I would do. All right, starting off from scratch, the first thing you need to do is sell your unwanted cards on eBay or TCG Player. That's the first thing you do. You niche down your collection down to just a few items that you really, really enjoy and you don't want them to leave. And outside of that, the rest of it's gotta go. I mean, it doesn't have to go because it's still sitting next to you and in your office or wherever you're starting your business from. But you need to list it on eBay or TCG Player. It's just the quickest and simplest way to start a business is just list what you already have. Sell your unwanted cards, and I mean everything. You need to get cash flow if you want to do this thing right. So you're just going to spend your time grinding away and listing all those $1.99, $2.50, $4, $5, $6 cards. And eventually all that stuff will add up. It takes time to get there, but it will add up. Just do it daily and you'll be shocked at the success that you have and the extra cash flow that starts coming your way. Now, the next thing that you need to do is actually something I'm doing right now. Record your journey. Make content. YouTube, TikTok, Instagram, whatever it might be. Build up a following, get people to see what you have going on, talk about things. You don't even really need to talk about the business side. Just talk about what's going on in Pokemon. Talk about the newest things that are happening in the trading card world. Talk about Topps and Panini and whatever else. Just get your name out there, start a following, and you'd be surprised at how many things come your way once you start doing that. Now, I've been doing this YouTube thing for quite a while. I've been doing TikTok and Instagram as well, and nothing has come as fast as I would like. But I'm getting my name out there, and I'm actually getting a lot of people that are interested in my grading service, which is something that I do that's part of my business. It's not going to be a part of everybody's business, but I'm posting on Instagram and TikTok, and I've gotten a couple of guys reach out to me and ask me for advice on grading cards and possibly going to send me some stuff. So that's starting to flow a little bit. I've been doing YouTube for a long time. So it's another thing that's a slow grind, and I know that. But eventually, hopefully, that turns into something else. And not only that, you're just bouncing ideas off of people, and you're creating a community where you can share with like-minded individuals. All right, next, you're going to want to go to shows. Now, ideally, you'd like to set up at shows, but I think you should go to shows and just walk around. Take the environment in, Poke around in the value boxes and try to find some low-end stuff to sell on your eBay store. Look at the low-end binders and pick out some low-end stuff that you can flip, and eventually work your way towards setting up your own table. Go around and ask other dealers for their advice on things, and see how they do things, and just talk to people and figure it out. Next up is buy collections online. Search on Facebook and all the auction sites. Heck, you can even go on eBay itself and look for low-end stuff that you could flip for higher dollars. This takes a little bit of patience to do this. You got to find the right auction sites and stuff like that. But there are deals to be had. Now, I don't know if this is an easy way to do things, but there's a few times where it's worked out for me. Maybe even just put an ad in the paper, or go old school. And if you're looking for bigger collections and you're looking for vintage anything, you just put your name out in the paper, and maybe you'll find somebody like that. I know Chasing Cardboard has talked about that in the past, where that they would put ads in the paper and get people to contact them, and they would buy their collections, just because it's easy for them, the older folks, to look in the newspaper than it is to put an ad on Facebook or eBay or anything like that. Next up is grading. Grading is a really good way to multiply your money. It's not fast, but it does multiply. You typically are talking, like with Pokemon cards, 3x your money on going from raw to a PSA 10. It takes a really good eye and a lot of time, and it does take up cash flow. You're gonna be sitting and waiting for a while with your money tied up. But once that comes around and you start building up weekly/monthly submissions, it really starts to snowball and get bigger and bigger. And finally, and if you're in this thing long enough, you will make connections with people that you never expected. Find guys that have distribution, talk to them, and try to get some wholesale stuff. Try to get boxes that are sealed. I think that's my long-term goal, is to eventually turn this into buying and selling with distribution. I would love to sell sealed boxes and provide a service. Sell the shovels, don't dig for the gold type of thing. That's really what I'd like to do. That's going to be many years down the line. I do have a guy that is awesome and helps me out, and I buy wholesale, and it's great. And I would not complain about that at all. I need to build it up so that eventually I can do more and more, maybe eventually get my own distribution. That's possible. But I really think once you start talking to people in the hobby, you will make connections. You just got to be patient with all of this. It's not going to happen overnight. I mean, I've been working on this thing. I've been trading and selling and collecting for 7 years now, back into it. And I'm nowhere near where I want to be. I'm nowhere near being full time. I've been taking the card business side seriously for the last year, and the way I see it, to get where I want to get, it's going to take probably 2 to 3 more years. So it is a slow grind, and you have to be patient. But if you are patient and you're willing to put in the hard work that it takes to get there, you will get there. That's my 2 cents, guys. Now, if I was starting a trading card business, those are the tips that I would give anybody that is starting. So yeah, that's it. Thanks for checking it out, guys. Catch you on the next video. I'm making 3 videos a week. If you like what I'm doing, hit the subscribe button and check out what my next one is. Catch you on the next one. Peace.